Otherwise, it'd be like, who are you?
Do people get that judgy about other people's costumes?
Oh, hell
Yeah.
Really?
There's some cool costumes though.
Oh, that's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like so much effort and stuff.
Well, next year, let's have a little costume off.
A costume off. Are we making the bet now?
I'm making a bet. Or a
We
deal.
have this on camera.
I feel like you
Uh-oh.
do. Okay, we're doing a costume
Next
off
year,
for
you're
next
gonna
year.
be in
And
costume.
what is the loser?
What's the forfeit? The loser has to. What are you thinking?
I know. I know that made it's such a promiscuous. No, I just meant like
has to
you.
drink water through their nose.
You have to clean my dog's poop for a week in Vancouver.
Right. Well, and the same goes to you, but I've got a bigger dog than you.
Oh,
Ooh.
So,
That means she's gonna have to win then.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I got
No
this.
pressure.
So at the Freeform Summit, you talked a little, or it was talked a little bit about that your character is kind of exploring her sort of sexuality. What kind of relationships are you really looking forward to exploring on the show?
Well, we are in the show. We're exploring. It's hard because I don't think Rin initially comes on land to do that. She doesn't come on land to find, but she just simply has to find humans she can trust in order to help her to find her sister who was kidnapped. And along that journey, there are connections that are growing deeper and deeper. But I think it's such a unique thing to her. These are the guys that she's been hearing about that are just pure horrible. You know, there's such a. Raina Owen says it in the trailer. These guys have murdered her people. So I think it's a give and take journey. But I love exploring how she finds the trust in people and how she makes up her mind like that, whether this person's all right or not all right, you know.
Relying completely on instinct.
Yeah, completely on instinct. I mean, everybody loves that scene with the guy in the car, but in the guy in the car, so she doesn't understand what he's doing at the start. She doesn't get what he's, you know, he gets the bottle. Those are warning signs for us modern women. For her, it's like, is this a human social thing? I don't understand. So only at the very point where she physically experiences this is horrible or this is unpleasant or whatever, then she takes it out. But so my point is that every situation with her is always this very slightly off experience rather than maybe you and I would experience it.
Like a fish out of water.
Like a fish out of water. Hashtag it.
Yeah. About Ren, so she has a lot of vocal tics and things that she does. Do they have a written meaning, or did you have to come up with that for yourself?
Yeah, I added a lot of these things because the script was there and it's amazing. It's the world, you know, but you still have to communicate stuff. So and because she has to learn English, I wanted to find as many ways as I could, also to communicate things, but also because these mermaids are intelligent. I am 100% sure that their communication down under is phenomenal. It just so happens it's very unusual on land. Plus her body's changed, maybe she can't even make those sounds. So I definitely wanted to play with breath, because mammals underwater are so expressive with the way that air, I mean, that's my opinion, the way that air blows out, it's slow, it's sharp, it's calming, it's intense, and I loved playing with that because it was there was nothing in the script about it. It was, as in, it wasn't a word, it wasn't a line or something, but it was very expressive tool to use. Her eyes, I loved like looking at leopards or cheetahs or even whales or little fish, and how intense eyes are with an animal, and how instantly we pick up when animals have more human eyes. We instantly go, what? But if we're looking at like, have you ever seen a rhinoceros eye? Mm-hmm. It's actually fairly like human, and eyes are such an important thing to us. We instantly make up our minds a lot about. Anyway, I could go on, and I don't want to bore you with that stuff. But it was definitely things I wanted to.
She worked so hard, and as far as like the language and stuff like that, we'd see each other in the morning, and she'd be like, I don't think Rin's lost. I don't think Rin's learnt this word yet, so I don't think she's going to understand that. And then we'd have conversations about like, and she'd have like a list of all of the words that Rin's learnt so far, and then we'd kind of have conversations on how I was going to describe something to you.
And Alex too, he would ring me up and he's like, when I say this to you, I don't think you would understand. You haven't learned this word yet, so should we change the line with words you have learned? Like, he was aware of it too on the journey with Rin. And
which is us just being nerds, really.
We're just being nerds, but it's also because, there's things you want to, in the pilot, Rin gets in the car. And I'm like, but how does she know how to open a car door? Oh, we can't go into that, because at the end of the day, they've got to shoot a TV show, and just fairly so. I'm not saying, that's logical. But so then you have to go, okay, how do I make it work so that it's sort of believable? So then you do it in a weird way. It becomes about her being not quite good at doing things, or her doing it unusual.
Which is incredibly interesting to watch too.
Yeah.
Like, as when you're acting, when I'm in a scene with you, it's like there's so much stuff to just watch all the time. So you can kind of like just be lost in the scenes and stuff. It's really good.
So sweet. It's just because you want. I love sci-fi, and I'm one of those people that's like, but what about this? So I tried where I could, maybe to give a little hint of explanation over there. I'd say I didn't always succeed, but it was. I had fun.
Sounds like you're really into it. But anyway.
So when you first got your part, did you do any research on like the myth of the sirens?
Yeah, tons. I bought a whole book on it actually, and I was fascinated to see how far back it went. The first mermaid story was, I think, 6000 BC in Syria.
Wow.
And it was a goddess called Atargatis, and she was the goddess of fertility. And she fell in love with a human. Then the myth is a bit unsure. She either made love to him and the human died, and out of shame she threw herself in the lake, or they had a baby. Anyway, there was shame involved, and she threw herself in the lake, but the lake could not hide her godly beauty, so instead she turned half fish, half mermaid, and that's the first recorded story of mermaid. I thought that was fascinating to hear. It's from a goddess of fertility, and in the Babylonians it was a man. It was Ea, the god of water. Anyway, and you can go on, and in every country they have these guys there. They have their form of water spirits. In my favorite is in the name is my favorite is in Africa. They call them Mami Wata. And right?
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm there. I can feel the heat, They're called Mami Water, and they're water spirits, not just from there, but they are good, and they teach people things, or they bring healing powers. It's fascinating. They're everywhere, and they're throughout history, and
the writers have tried to incorporate a lot of those different kind of stories that exist all over the world
to try and like enhance the story in some way. But yeah, your research has been pretty ridiculous.
Well, I love my job.
I also got a marine biology degree.
Yeah, he just did 3 years and 2 weeks right before.
But you look like a marine biologist. Every marine biologist I've ever seen looks exactly like you.
Oh, wow. I'd love to be with a marine. Leveling it out.
Just curious, what 3 words would you use to describe the series?
Curious. No, scratch that. Alex, you take it.
I'd call it. I'd say that it was scary. I'd say that it was
Thrilling.
And then what's the third one?
I think there's a beauty in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all the characters.
Beautifully, horrifically thrilling.
all the characters' minds are expanding.
Yeah.
No.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
You got